YouTube? I'm back again with another controversial video. This one is not so controversial, but to some people it might be. This might spark some debate. But why am I happy but I'm in debt at the same time? Why I am in happy debt? And I want to see if you guys can figure this out. I want to talk a little bit. I'm going to get real with you guys. Real for real, as they say. This is the new toy. Loving it so far. You know, some people might consider that a basic, simple car, but it's one of the most fun cars I've ever had in my life. Even considering this toy right here, a toy I enjoy. But let's talk a little bit. So this goes kind of back to when I made my first video, the first big video about how much is the monthly payment on a Lamborghini and why I financed it. And a lot of people were like, why would you finance a Lamborghini? You can't afford it if you can't pay cash for it. Well, what people didn't realize is that a month or two after I made that video, I paid the car off in cash. It was totally paid off. And then I sold it, and then I bought this. And this will eventually be paid off in cash whenever I decide to do so. But this video is about debt. And let's talk about how much debt I have. So for any of you guys that out there and they say I'm rich, I argue and say, no, I'm not really rich. Because rich for me, when I say somebody is rich, that person does not have to work to afford the lifestyle that they live. I have to work to be able to afford the Lambo, to be able to afford my house, to be able to afford, the daily or whatever. I have to work, just like everybody, not everybody else, but a lot of other people that are watching this video. But, I have been fortunate enough, I worked hard enough to be able to afford things like this, nice cars, cribs, stuff like that. But I want to talk about debt and leveraging debt. Now, I actually did a quick calculation. My real estate debt is somewhere in the neighborhood of $500,000, something like that. So for all of you guys that are out there saying, oh man, I got $5,000 worth of debt or $25,000 worth of debt, and you feel like you're under a lot and you're struggling. Well, there's other people out there like myself where I got $500,000 worth of debt or more. And actually it's a little bit more than that. It's less than $1 million, but it's right around 600,000 in debt. So I have to work every month. I have to handle my business every month to be able to afford, like I said, my things, but also to be able to pay off those monthly debts that I have. But I'm happily in debt, and I am in debt for a reason, and what I call a good reason, because I am leveraging my credit and that debt to maintain and control assets. So what am I talking about? That's right, I'm talking about real estate. Most of my debt that I have is actually real estate debt, and the reason why I'm happy is because I leveraged my credit, assumed some debt, but when I assumed that debt, most of the time it was purchasing an asset that was appreciating in value at a faster rate than the interest that I pay for my debts. So that's right. So if I can be happy and have, $500,000 worth of debt, then imagine why I'm happy. So think about it. I want you guys to think about that, and then I want you guys to tell me why you think. I want you guys to tell me why you think that I'm happy with that much debt, and then I'll do a follow-up video. But I'll give you a hint. Like I said earlier, most of my debt is real estate debt. As a matter of fact, I carry a small balance on the Lambo, but it's going to get transferred over into real estate debt, and when I'm gonna pay it off. So what other typical stuff? Really To be honest, I have some credit cards. Um, I learned from Jay Morrison that to get your credit high, you should run like a 30% or less balance. So I'm trying that out. So I have a little bit of credit card debt. I'm carrying like a 25 to 20% balance on a couple of personal consumer credit cards. I have a business credit card. Probably, I don't know how many. I probably got about $9,000 in business debt, something like that. So anyway, I'm carrying debt. I'm making these payments every month, keeping my credit good. But why am I okay with that? And why am I happy to carry that debt? And like I said, there's a hint. I want to see if you guys in the comments can explain to the other people out there why it's okay for me to carry over $500,000 in debt and still be happy and healthy. Like I said, I'm not rich. I still got to work, but I'm all right. But you guys tell me that, because a lot of people talk about, oh, you need to buy everything in cash. I don't owe anybody anything. That's cool. I'm not against that. I'm not. If that works for you, that's fine. But I like to get ahead, and I like to do smart financial moves to help me get ahead. And I like for you guys to think with me. So you answer that question in the comments, then I'll do a follow-up video, and we'll talk about why I'm happy with that much debt. And why, if you're in debt, it's not the end of the world. Just start making smart decisions and start thinking and leveraging. All right? This is Will Moss. Will Motivation. I keep forgetting. So anyway, if this is your first time seeing my video, please subscribe. I'm going to do a follow-up video. I talk a lot about the cars. That's why I call the channel Will Motivation. It's a play on the word Will. W-I-L-L is my name. But W-H-E-E-L is a motivation for a lot of us who like cars to do better in life, to be able to afford some of the toys like this, but at the same time, get ahead in life, you know. So subscribe to the channel if you would. Appreciate it. Love y'all. Peace.
Wow.